Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have a Lenovo laptop. This is a Lenovo ThinkPad model P16s Gen 1. It says P16 on the frame right in here on the bezel, and the Gen 1 you will find it right at the bottom on the corner. It will say P16 Gen 1 model. And in this video I'm going to take you on a step-by-step how you can open up, how you can add, remove or upgrade the RAM for your laptop. I made a short video to see your maximum RAM capacity for your PC laptop. Check that link in the video description in case you want to know what's the maximum capacity that you can put in here. And we're going to get into that. I get lots of people asking me in the comments always, oh, if they go to the Windows and in the task manager, it shows 1 out of 2 slots available, 2 out of 2 slots available, stuff like that. The Windows will never know on the laptops how many physical slots actually you have installed on the board. It works with the BIOS, but the BIOS doesn't actually know physically how many you have installed. So you just have to open it to see it. You probably have both of the RAMs are soldered on the board, and your Windows still says that's a 1 out of 2 slot. Because even the soldered one, it takes it as a slot pretty much. Because it is some sort of a slot, but you have to desolder and solder them back on. All right, so let's open it up and let's look at it. Just remember, by removing the RAM, adding RAM, you're not going to lose any files or anything in the Windows. Everything will be left the way that you had it. It's just pretty much plug and play. No configuration is required in the BIOS. All right, let's go over the tool that I'll be using, and I'll leave the link in the video description in case you want to purchase. I purchased myself this iFixit screwdriver set. This basic tool set, we're going to use a Phillips number 1. Also, if you get the Pro set, they will give you an opening tool with stuff. If not, grab yourself a guitar pick. A metallic guitar picks are suitable to opening cases and covers. Now, down here, we're going to see a whole bunch of screws. And right away, be the logic that I see that there's only one screw in the front end of the bottom case. And there's a whole bunch in the back corner, back mid, and back corner on the other side. On the sides, and one in the middle one by the fan too. So the screws, they have something called a C-lock. The C-lock will prevent the screws coming out entirely. So as soon as you start rotating them, unscrewing it, and you want to see, oh, bro, it's not coming out, then but it's dangling right over there, that's fine. That's what you want to feel. You want to feel the screw dangling right there, but don't yank it out. If you yanked it out for whatever reason, just push it back in. Unscrew all the screws and leave them dangling, like loosen up right there. Do this for all of them, including the one in the mid and in the front. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking the like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. All right, now that we unscrewed the screws, we're not going to open the case from the front end because there's only one screw. That means there should be some sort of mechanism that holding the case in this section and in this section. The only thing that can do that is a plastic hook. That means there should be a hook right on the here, or somewhere in the front end. So if you try to lift it up from this side up, you have a higher chance of breaking those hooks. But if you look at the back, we can see 3 screws in here. So that means there's no hooks in here. The screws are holding it. So we're going to go in the back. We're going to lift up the case from this side. We're going to lift up, put this between the bottom casing and lift it up like that. Go to the back corner. Make sure you do a nice click sound. That's you're not breaking it. You're just lifting up the bottom case. There we go. So what you're going to do, we're going to lift it up from the back side. Lift it up. Bring it up. So we're going to bring it from back side, lift up like this, and then we can release this hook right in here. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were 7 hooks that they just go under the case. You just pretty much grab it from here. So if you try to lift it up from the front end, you snap and break these hooks. All right. So let's put this to one side. And right away here, I can see that there's only one RAM right in here. Lift this one up. I'm going to lift this tape for now. You don't have to yank it, but I'll do it. So there's one battery right in here. These laptops, they do have a secondary RAM, but they are soldered on the board, on the other side of the RAM board. So you have only one S slot to upgrade. This comes with an 8 gig on this side and 8 gig soldered on the board on the other side of the motherboard. All right, to remove the RAM, you don't need to disconnect the battery. Absolutely not necessary to disconnect the battery. You can do this as long as you power it off. It's safe to do this. You want to put your fingers on the side of these triggers and you want to pull them away from each other. And the RAM should pop out, not jump out. It should pop out like this in 45-degree angle. I don't know if you guys can see in 45-degree angle. Now, you don't want to yank it upward towards the ceiling, otherwise you're going to break it. You want to pull it towards the battery just like this in 45-degree angle, just like that. And these are DDR4 3200 megahertz. So you can grab a 16 gig stick. It's not focusing. You can grab a 16 gig stick, and if you have an 8 gig on board and 16 gig, they will add up and it works perfectly fine. So grab a 16 gig stick. Make sure the notch on the RAM matches the notch on the DIMM. So if I try to put it the other way around, doesn't matter the RAM or chip orientation, it would simply not go through because the notch and the slot in there is not matching. So you have to flip it over in 45-degree angle, bring it inside the connector, and then push it simply towards the motherboard, and you're gonna see these triggers open and close automatically, like that. So remove it, pull them away from each other, and the RAM will come out in 45-degree, pull it out, 45-degree in, all the way in, and simply push it down. If you don't put the RAM all the way in, you put it halfway through and you push it down, it will simply don't go down. It will break or it will just get jammed in there. So you always make sure you want to push it towards the DIMM all the way in, and then you want to push it towards the motherboard. Then I'm gonna put this plastic over. All right. Hmm. Now that we have, if you have upgraded the RAM to the new one, when you power it on, it will take up to 10, 15, even up to 1 minute for the motherboard to do a mem check and to pause. So don't panic when you power it on. Wait 1 minute for the RAM for the motherboard to do a mem check. All right, once you're done with that, you grab the bottom case, put the front end, the hooks in 45-degree, 90-degree in, and bring it down like closing a pamphlet, a book. Bring it down, and then push the back side. Make sure you those nice click sounds, and the rest. And then to finish it off is to tighten up the screws on the bottom cover. And this is how you can remove, add, or upgrade your RAM for your Lenovo ThinkPad P16s Gen 1 model. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Just gonna finish up putting up the bottom screws.